welcome back to the video on us today and to another edition of AEW Rampage Out of 10. The Trios action dominated this week's show with the Acclaimed Daddy Arse taking on the Spanish Announce Project. The second Trios bout saw Leech, Bros and Bandido take on Ethan Paige, Big Bill and Lee Moriarty, and we also saw a fatal four-way involving Britt Baker, Sky Blue, Mercedes Martinez and Nysa Rose with a future title start on the line. Let's start things off with Leech, Bros and Bandido versus Paige, Moriarty and Big Bill. Trio bouts are usually fast-paced, and this one was no exception. Moriarty and Bandido had a fantastic exchange to get the crowd hyped, and once Big Bill tagged in, he turned the tide in his team's favour by dominating Penta and fending off attempts from Fenix and Bandido to save him. The match was pretty entertaining, but it was ultimately filler, and it isn't always a bad thing. We didn't need to see it every Server-Lager storyline. Sometimes it's just fun to stick a bunch of guys in the ring and see what happens, and this was a good showcase of 6 guys who brought something different to the table. Matt Hardy came out with Jeff Isaiah and missed with a Page until Bandido was able to hit a 2-1 plex for the win. Like I say, just an entertaining start to the show, really. Good match. It gets 7 out of 10 from me. Who doesn't love a bit of Trios action? Powerhouse Hobbs was in action after a quick key TV segment against local talent called Caleb Crush, and his name was somewhat appropriate because that's exactly what Hobbs did do to him. It's another in a long line of Rampage squash matches, which wasn't at all memorable. But the third match of the night had Lufus, the Pensacola and Angelico taking on Caster, Bowens and Gunn in a trios match. Bowens and Angelico started things off for their team as the crowd chanted for the Acclaims. Bowens offered to scissor Angelico and left him hanging. This bout had a much slower pace than the first trios match, especially during the first half. This was more about taunting each other in comedy spots than anything else. This crowd didn't seem to be into it. Well, worked well, doesn't always translate into TV, even if it's just a bit of a harmless fun. It was a bit of a mediocre match, to be honest, and after a final sequence with both teams, Caster scored the win with a mic drop, gets 6 out of 10 from me. I can kind of see what they're doing, but yeah, for me, it didn't really work, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. But it's always good to see the Acclaim on TV, isn't it? The main event of this week's Rampage was a fatal four-way with the winner gaining a shot at the women's title with Baker, Blue, Martinez and Rose. All 4 women gave promos as part of a video package before the bout. Shafir accompanied Rose while Hikaru Shida was in DND's corner. Once the bell rang, Martinez went after Baker while Rose focused on Blue. Rose and Martinez formed a tenuous alliance, but that broke down soon in the match as they were alone in the ring together. Since then there was no DQs, Shafir got involved and Shida chased her off with a kendo stick. Something about this match felt a little off. There were some good moments in exchanges, and it felt like all 4 women were stuck in second gear the whole time. It was heavily choreographed beforehand, and that may explain it. In a shocking outcome though, Blue ended up getting the win on with a code red on the native beast. She isn't going to beat Storm, but it's still awesome to see her getting a real push after years of hard work. It was just a nice way to end the show, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And overall this week, Rampage gets 7 out of 10. I think the first match was probably best in-ring quality wise, but there were some really nice moments on the show, like Sky Blue getting the big win, which is always a good thing. So yeah, on the whole, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Not really a memorable episode of Rampage, but it definitely had some decent moments on there, that's for sure. But anyway guys, that's it really. Thanks very much for watching for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.